What is up, everyone, and welcome back to episode 11 of the Last of Us challenge. But as you can see, episode 11 is at Austria. But as you can see, we are in the AlphaTauri, not in Lewis Hamilton's car. And you must be wondering what is wrong. I have lost the footage of the actual Last of Us challenge at Austria. So I have supplied the footage from practice from my league race. I will not be sharing my league race on this channel for at least the first league racing season, but hopefully in the future we can do that. As you can see, this is going to be my first qualifying run of the session. It was just to set a banker time, make sure that I can get everything done. But these people that I am practicing with are much better than me. They're not in the same league as I am, most of them at least, and I'm going to be trying to race against people that are better than me throughout this. But as you can see, we do invalidate our first lap, going through the double left-hander, but I still decide to carry on, finish the lap, see where that would have put me if I had completed the lap without invalidating it. As you can see, coming on the last one, I really do like the last two corners at Austria. But now, as you can see, it is 10 minutes left of the session. We are going to be bringing another lap. We are in P7, which is last out of the field because not everyone had set a time. But as you can see, there was a racing point on the left hand side that almost put me off the lap, but luckily come off to start the lap. I think this was my fastest lap, and later on you will see we did disconnect from the session. As we were going through turn 1, we did very nicely, had a little bit of oversteer, but we are still 2 tenths up on our time beforehand. And now coming up to turn 3, the hairpin, and we take it quite nicely. We have a little bit of oversteer, but I don't think it hindered my progress too much. And we are 3 tenths up on our time. And now coming through, this was not the best corner of my lap. I did not take that very well. But now coming through the double left-hander, we don't maximize it, but yeah, we do kind of maximize it. We are going to get better. This is my first ever practice session with the boys, and yeah, we do maximize the final 2 corners. And coming across the line, it is a 104.1, which is not bad. It puts us in P5. I think all the people ahead of us were much better than me. So now, as you can see, we are coming onto the race because that was our fastest lap. We qualified in P7 in the end. Not bad, not great, but we're going to be going soft to mediums. That is the fastest strategy. And this footage, this is my first ever practice, and I was just going to try and keep it on the circuit, keep it consistent, try and maybe battle a bit, have fun. And as you can see, we got a pretty good start going up around the outside of the Renault, but he just swerves back straight past us, but 2 people get taken out, so we actually gain a position, but they did get taken out, sorry. And now we're up into V6. The Renault is up ahead with a racing point behind. Terminator 31, he is in my league. I don't think everyone else is. I think everyone else is ahead of me in the league standings, the tiers. But now, as you can see, just the normal start, just trying to put some pressure on the Renault ahead of me, and we actually do. We get a very good exit out of the double left-hander, and now we're trying to go down the inside of the Renault. But as you can see, going down, I just get hooked onto the back of him because he tries to stay around the outside, and then puts us in the wall. There was no damage on this race. It was a practice race, and it was just very unfortunate because it was practice. I wasn't really too annoyed with it, but as you can see, coming on to lap 2, we have a horse going quite slowly. We're going to use the overtake, try and make sure that we get past it as quickly as possible, and back up into V7. So as I was saying about the crash, I wasn't really annoyed because it was it was just a practice race. We'll see what happens in the real race. But now the horse is coming back at us, and he just runs us off the circle. We had nowhere to go. But then I wasn't sure exactly where he was on the circuit. He was like next to me, and now the racing point is coming up on our inside, but we do outbrake him, and now we get an excellent run through down to turn 5 with the racing point still on our outside, and I kind of screwed up the exit of that corner, and I think I got shoved off the track, but that one is up for debate. But now, as you can see, we did get a warning through turn 1, but we did get a very nice exit. Now going up the inside of the racing point and the Williams, and I think the other horse is just over here. But as you can see, we got a terrible exit. We outbroke ourselves, but I don't think they got a good exit either, because they were battling side by side. And so now all we have to do is try and focus on the people ahead. And now coming on to the end of lap 7, we are going into turn 3, and now going out of turn 3, we just do a very nice imitation of Sebastian Vettel. We spin round, and that puts us back in last place with a 4-second gap to where we were before. And now coming on to lap 11, it only took us 4 laps to catch the people that were behind us, and then we spun, and now they're ahead of us. But as you can see, Eagle decides to put on this lap, and luckily I didn't get a warning for that. But now coming out of that, we are in P8 because the Renault did pit. I mean, he did retire, and now we are up into P7 in this race. And now up ahead is the racing point, and we have 60% wear on the left rear tire, sorry. And now, as you can see, I did try and brake, but then the oak ahead of me broke he stopped on the apex, so then I had to stop on the apex, and then sadly that sent the guy behind me to a spin. And now the Renault that pitted, sorry, he didn't retire, he pitted, is ahead of us again. And now Shabby Wreck decides to also go into the pits on the same lap as me, and we almost make contact on the second to last one, and he goes into the pits, he goes on the grass, and we almost hit each other. I think we did make a little bit of contact, but luckily we made it into the pits just fine. And now I'm going to be trying to make sure that I get the best exit out of the pits as fast as possible, and we actually jump him in the pits. We need that reaction time to be in the real race. Hopefully we can do it. And now we find ourselves in P8 as Eagle pitted 4 laps before. And now I was checking, I think that Eagle has 6 seconds worth of time penalties. I have, I think, quite a lot of time penalties as well. As you can see, there was a yellow flag as we overtook Eagle, and I tried to let him pass and then re-overtake him, but then still was ahead of me. Then I decided to just let him go. We'll catch him on the next lap as he is on the hard tires. And now on the next lap, lap 19, we get a very good exit. DRS, I don't even try and use the overtake button because the DRS, we are right up on his gearbox, and therefore we could overtake him straight away and easily move down the outside, although we were already ahead of him before the braking zone, so we just took the racing line. And now we are up into P6 of P8 because some more people retired. But now, as you can see, on lap 32 nothing really happened for the rest of the race. And now on lap 32 this is going to be the last part of the episode because the rest of the video cut out. So this is going to be the end. I'm pretty sure I finished P6 because everyone else retired, and I haven't told you that in the actual last to first challenge I did finish P1. I did do last to first. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you next time with the British Grand Prix.